Hello, visionaries, and how are you today? I'm so happy to be with you today and have a very relaxed session. I want to share three things. First, I want to talk to you about VisionPath. I am very excited today because we opened the doors to our new cohort, so I want to talk to you about that program. Then I am going to announce our big prize winner, which is for the people who participated in Life Vision Blueprint and watched the replays or watched them live, did their homework, submitted. They stayed until the end. They submitted the whole workbook. Those people are in a giveaway entry for a ticket to New Year, New Frontier and a hotel credit for their stay in New Year, New Frontier, which is my 3-day workshop in Greece this January to really start the year in the best way we'll spend the first couple of days like really regulating our nervous system, extracting the learnings from the past years, letting go what we need to let go, and then we come up with a very aligned and vision-led action plan. So before I get started, let me know in the comments, give me a hi, tell me you can hear me before I get started. Tell me where you're joining from. Tell me if you have submitted your workbook and you're waiting for the giveaway. We'll wait a moment for the comments. I need a confirmation that the tech is working before I continue. Hi, thank you. I can hear you and see you clearly. That is fantastic. Okay, with that, I thought I wouldn't prepare slides today, and I will just share my screen. I'll share with you the webpage of VisionPath, and we're going to talk about it. So it's talk about VisionPath, do the giveaway, and then I will answer any questions you might have about the program, because we only open the doors just for 4 days, and then I'm taking like a week off or something, and we start 1st of November. And the reason I close the card and I only have such a short card period is because then I want to focus my energy to the new members. You cannot really be promoting the program and selling the program and also being focused to the new members and coaching. And that's why I like just opening the doors for 4 days. That's what we usually do. Then we close the doors and focus on our new members. Hi from Germany. Analia, homework submitted. Hi, Lena. Hi, Lily. Thank you. Hello, joining from Sofia. Amazing. Thank you for engaging in the comments. So everything is working. Okay. If you have any questions, because I'll be sharing my screen, and I'll be going through the working page, through the VisionPath page. Let me know. Put them in the comment, and I'll be answering them. In the meantime, let me share my screen. Hello, Joanna. Let's share the screen. All right. All right, I think you can see my screen. This is the VisionPath page. And you can see at the top, we have VisionPath enrollment closes in 3 days and 6 hours. I'm doing this session late in the day, my day, so that our friends in the Americans can join us. So this is it. Like we close the doors on the 16th of October. All right. I'll move this is the introduction, but if you watched the blueprint, you already understand the power of a vision. When you do create a powerful vision, let me actually talk about that, because as I was sending the first email today, I kind of went into the groove to really understand what does it mean to be connected to your vision. And it means that you wake up and you are excited about your day. What you do is aligned with what your heart wants to do. It doesn't mean everything comes your way. It doesn't mean everything is always easy. What it means is you do work you love. What it means is you've paid enough attention to your relationships to have nurturing relationships, relationships that feel fulfilling. What it means is you have routines to take care of your body and love this body, your home. What it means is you can be lighthearted and playful. What it means is you make decisions easier because you've learned to tune in. Your impact is bigger because you connect to what really makes you come alive. Your success tends to be higher because when you are more clear and more aligned, you have better ideas. You spot more the opportunities. When you know where you're going, you will spot. Your reticular activating system will make sure you spot whatever it's relevant. That's how we survive. So when you know what you're creating, you will spot relevant opportunities that you would have missed otherwise. More resources will come your way because people love to collaborate, hire, work for leaders. And a leader is someone who has a vision, who's connected to the vision, who's going somewhere. We love enlisting to people who can inspire us, who create something, not just for themselves. So this is the result. And also when things don't go our way, because as we said, life has peaks and valleys. When you are connected to your vision means you can bounce back quicker from whatever hit. It means you can bend rather than break. And why is that? And I had to really delve into that. Unfortunately, I didn't, because I did experience loss in 2024 and an intense grief. And I had to go through, in my pain, do I still believe in vision? Right? Because vision, I was a vision coach for many years. I was doing VisionPath for many years. So when I experienced like a huge heartbreaking loss in my life, I asked myself, when you lose the ground under your feet, I asked myself, do I still believe in vision? And I was open because when something like this happens, you're ready to, you're going to up leveling. You can go to any stage, but you go to up leveling. Is this still relevant? And in my grief and in my pain, I realized, yes, everything is still aligned because it's the same tools that had me super fulfilled, super happy, super aligned. Like before, like a few months before my loss, I was thinking, oh, look, the week before, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I don't want anything else. I was extremely happy. I went into a retreat in Costa Rica, and I remember in the retreat saying, I don't want anything else. I am so happy. And then I experienced a loss. And I realized the same tools that allowed me to be very happy when things were going well. And that's a win, by the way, because many people, and you'll saw the testimonials, people say, I had everything. I had the kids, I had the job, many people have things going well, but they're not happy, right? You need to do the vision work, letting go of the ego and the fear and the attachment to be able to experience happiness in the now. So the same work you do to experience happiness when things are going well, it was the same work I could do when I had to experience hardship. And that meant living in the now. That meant that even if you have a hardship in one area, because I had done the work in the other areas, I had work that I loved, I had other relationships that were very nurturing, my body was in a healthy state because I was taking care of it. So when the hardship came, because I had done the vision work, because I had developed all the areas, I could bend rather than break, even though it felt like extremely excruciating at the time. I could lean into the other parts. And also I could tune into my navigational system for the healing. What do I need to do now for me to come back to feeling whole, come back home to myself? When you experience pain after a loss, for me to say, okay, what do I do now? How do I move forward? It was tuning in rather than following external expectations. So I became even more passionate about this work after hardship. Before, I was passionate because I knew that vision work can release you of unnecessary suffering, like burnout, going for the wrong job or the wrong goal, or doing things so that you can justify your worthiness, doing things to please other people. All this unnecessary suffering, I knew I could help people with that. And I knew I could help people just not waste their life doing something they hate. Because I have people that come and they hate what they're doing, or even the ones that love what they're doing, they're just misaligned. And doing the vision work lets them enjoy what they have more fully. We have this people too in VisionPath that they don't need to make huge changes. Their life is already beautiful. They just need to align so they can enjoy it more. So these are the benefits of the vision. All right, let's go back. Maybe this size. Can you read this? Let me know. If you're on your phone, it might be a bit hard. I can make it bigger. All right. Now, what do you get access within VisionPath? First of all, we have this. It's a 6-week program. It starts on the 1st of November. And the 1st of November is a Saturday, and the first thing you get is the modules. The modules are focused on the week's theme, and the week's theme is focused on the blueprint. So week number 1, actually, let me go here. Week number 1, it will be clear out attachment and resistance. Week number 2 will be letting go of fear and ego. Week number 3 is reconnect with joy and intuition, and we have purpose there as well. Week number 4 is around action, inspired action, and experiments. Week number 5 is design your play and health. And week number 6 is design your work and love. Now, I love it that it's 6 weeks because it's not like forever. Like you dedicate 6 weeks and you work on your vision and you see it works. Like people get the clarity they need pretty quickly, and then they start getting very impatient for bringing the vision to life. That's why I've added like the workshop in Greece for those who want to really move from vision to execution, because people forget the confusion they had before Vision Path. They get clear pretty quickly, and then they say, okay, when is this happening now? I got clear. So I love the duration. It's not too short to not go in depth. Like we can go really in depth, especially letting go of attachments and fear and ego. Like you can have the transformation, especially with the coaching support, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But also it has a deadline, and I love that. Like by the end of week 6, you have to deliver your vision board. Obviously, it's not obligatory. People can take their time, can take more time. But I think so many of us need a deadline in order to get this done and not being paralyzed, analysis paralysis, and all of those things. Okay, what else is included? This time I have more coaching sessions than ever. And coaching sessions, I mean, hot seats, it's Q&A with me, because in the past, like the coaching sessions I had, again, you saw testimonials. The program was extremely transformational, but I always felt, I have people from around the globe. Sometimes time zones don't work. And I was always trying to do bonus coaching sessions for people who were in a different time zone. This time I said, since the beginning, you'll have 2 coaching sessions a week. One earlier in my day, I'm based in Greece, in Europe, so I can cover both Asia and America, and one late this time for more of Americas. So if you're in Asia, you'll come to the earlier. If you're in Americas, you can come to the later. If you're in Europe, you can choose one that fits your schedule. And in those coaching sessions, I answer all questions. You can get hot seat coaching. It's not a course that you just get the bunch of videos. And by the way, the videos also come as a private podcast, because I like podcasts. And if you have an iPhone, you can even include, with 1 minute, you take the RSS feed and put it in your Apple Podcasts, because I don't know, I used to buy courses and I've never had time to do them. So the podcast really helps people. I go for a walk, I put my Vision Path podcast, I do housework, I do exercise, I'm driving, so that you can enjoy the content. And then you can choose all of this. By the way, it's a buffet. You don't have to do everything. You just choose what's helpful to you. Some people love the lessons. Some people love the coaching sessions. They just want to ask questions and get coaching. And then what's also different in this cohort is people were telling me that the part they loved the most was when we were doing small group breakouts in I used to have something like workshops. um, and I'll tell you what I'm doing for the workshops now. And people loved the small breakouts because you would have 3 to 4 people. I would give them a prompt, they will discuss it, and they loved it. They felt community. Some of those people are lifelong friends. One of the group of the last cohort, they meet every week. They were 3 ladies. All of them changed careers. All of them were supporting each other because they were in this up-leveling stage and they needed the new tribe that will support them. So right now I said, why don't I take what works? Because people were always complaining when I would bring them back from the breakout rooms and just make that the focus of that call. So you have 6 community calls. If you love community, where I'll give you a prompt, send you to your breakout rooms, you'll discuss it, come back, we debrief it in the group. And I'm thinking I'll probably do like 2 20-minute breakouts in the hour. That's how I'm thinking of running that. That's a new thing. And people already, like the people from the old cohorts are signing up already in the platform for this community calls. So that's a good feedback from me that this is something the community will love. Also something new, this cohort, we got the AI. All right. So let me talk a little bit about the AI. What you do have in the center of our work in VisionPath are the workbooks. And that's why in the blueprint, those of you who did the blueprint, I gave you a taster of a workbook and the people who submitted the workbook so that you can see that it doesn't take a huge time if you don't want to, but a question that is well placed can deliver a lot of clarity. So those workbooks in VisionPath are more comprehensive, and they're like you got one question, I think, for attachment, the sunk cost question. We have more questions for attachment, for fear, etc. Like there is a lot of my favorite questions to help you unlock insights. And you can print your workbooks or make the complete them online, and you'll have a workbook a week. And you don't need to submit this. This is not school. We have challenges though, which is fun because I love doing giveaways. But the workbook is your journaling workbook. That said, if you love journaling, you do your workbook. But some people don't like journaling. So I thought, okay, and it's also, these are questions about your life. You might want to, avoid them or something. So I thought, how can I make this more fun? So I started training AI on, actually the AI is giving you the exercise, the prompt, and you can talk to the AI about your answer, or you can write it down. So it's more conversational, more playful. The AI guides you. So it takes like 10 minutes to do the workbook, like for week 1 with the AI, and it's more fun and more interactive. I like it. If you don't like it, just do it in your workbook. But the idea is that this AI is not generic AI that you go to ChatGPT and it will just give you conditioned success advice, because ChatGPT and all AI is trained in the general society content, which is very more, achieve, add, which is not what we're doing here. Vision work is more around subtraction. My vision work, at least in VisionPath, more about subtracting the fear, the ego, the attachment, to reveal what's already there rather than adding stuff. And we're going to use AI to our advantage, but it will be the AI that is trained in my methodology. It has the transcripts, it has my exercises, and it will guide you. So you can actually do the exercise with a lot more fun way, more interactive. And you get clarity a lot sooner. So that's the idea. Let's bring this back. The workbooks, which I just talked about, we will have their own digital vision board, but we don't do any vision boarding the first 4 weeks. You have lifetime access, including all updates. So the people who signed up, I've been running this since 2021. It got to lifetime access 2024. The people who signed up 2024, they can join the calls, they can all the updates, they can come to the bots. I use the bots, and I have people who do it every year, and they love it. They love to come back and reconnect with their vision. Other people, they needed it for a transition. They're off to the races. We have an online community. I'll demo it in a moment of social media. And then the Vision Sparks. The Vision Sparks are short videos, and I'll demo them in a minute, which are snippets from old coaching calls I've done. And so, because we have now an increasing library of old coaching calls, and I was thinking there's so much wealth of insight in there because people ask questions that maybe someone has asked a question that's relevant for you, but obviously you're not going to go and watch hours of coaching calls. And I was thinking, so now we have dozens small videos, like it could be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes of a specific question someone asked and the coaching that happened. And you can just choose one question that's relevant to you. And that's also included. Okay, you have testimonials here. Who's this program for? So I used to struggle for this question because I was thinking, it doesn't matter what you did. Connecting to your vision is relevant to everyone. So I never wanted to limit it because you saw we had from artists to nurses to executives to consultants to it's crazy the diversity of the group, but all of them have in common the passion that they want to live their truth. They want to have an authentic life. They think authenticity, truth, values matter more than looking good. That said, what I did to help answer that question, who is this for? Who does it work best? I went and analyzed all the intention setting and the introductions people had done in the last 3 years for VisionPath. And everybody fell kind of in 3 groups. The first group was you were very successful, but something doesn't feel fulfilling anymore. Kind of like golden handcuffs. A lot of people have a successful career, but they want to change, but what they have gives them security and status and money, and how are they going to live it? So we have quite a lot of those people. Successful, but feel something different calling them, but they don't want to give away what they've built so far. So that's one group. The second group is the up-leveling crowd, like the new we call them the new chapter navigators. Something happened and the old map is not working. It could be you became a parent, it could be a divorce, it could be a relocation, it could be a redundancy, it could be you left a job, you closed the business, you started a business. Something happened and you're in a new chapter and the old map is not working and you need to reconnect to your vision to navigate the new you and the new chapter and the new circumstances. And the third group, which was surprising to me, we have a lot of solopreneurs, a lot of coaches in the group. And I think the reason is because when you are a small business owner, you have so many options, so much freedom that you really need some help to connect. You could be doing anything with your business, but also you don't want your business to take over your life. So we have a lot of small business owners, solopreneurs, a lot of coaches that come to VisionPath because they want to really focus out of all these options they have. So these are the 3 big groups, and let me know. Do those groups resonate with any of you? Are you still with me? Let me know in the comments. And I'll tell you in a moment who VisionPath is not a good fit for, because obviously a product doesn't work for everyone, as brilliant as it is. And from my experience, there were 3 situations that it didn't have the results that I would. So if you're in one of those 3, I would say, maybe it's not the right fit at the moment. Let me see the comment. Yes. Will there be any one-to-one coaching with you? So there is hot seat coaching. There's not one to, like, it's a group coaching and you get the hot seat. In 12 sessions, I answer every single question. There was never a VisionPath cohort that someone asked a question. You can submit them in the community, or you can come in the live calls. There was never a time that there was I didn't answer any questions. But this is a group program. All right. So my 1 hour of one-to-one, just to give it in perspective, with me costs like the whole program, that you get all of this. So you're welcome to book a one-to-one, but and there are people who do. Usually I do half a day one-to-ones. I like to do them like a mini retreat, because I like retreats, as you will find out. But in VisionPath, as we're here, like if you have a vision thing, you could either buy an hour of my time or buy VisionPath and have a 6 weeks and the modules and the 12 coaching calls and the bots, etc. This is how that math works. Thank you for asking. Yes, for sure, says Lee. I'm in the leveling phase, but it's been taking me longer than I expected to figure things out. That's nice. That's okay. It's perfectly normal. Okay. Who's this is not for? I don't know if it's a victim mentality, if there's belief it's everybody else's fault, things cannot change, like really attached to the things cannot change, and I'm here to try one last thing just to prove that nobody can help me and things cannot change. Like this type of mentality, really attached to things not being able to change and blaming everybody else, is not a mentality that will help you within VisionPath, because we start with the value that maybe things can change. Not some things can change and some things cannot change, obviously. But if you take aligned actions, there will be changes. You start with that, and you're not that attached to the drama, So that's one thing I want to be very clear. If you find yourself like really attached to an identity and a story of victimhood, that will hold you back even in the VisionPath process. And the second is, if there is emotional numbness, like I have a lot of people who joined VisionPath after burnout, by the way. And I remember the first time I did VisionPath, and people in their introduction, 40% of them said, "Oh, I just recovered from burnout." I was really shocked, and I actually brought a burnout expert and I interviewed her, and we have it as a bonus in VisionPath. So if you're recovering from burnout, a lot of people join VisionPath after burnout. But if you're in a phase that you feel nothing, there's numbness, then you might not see the results you would expect, just because the way we work with feelings, we work with the ego, and then we work with the joy and the intuition, like we work with the body. So if there's complete numbness, I would say do some somatic practice first, whether that's yoga, breath work, so that you start feeling. And that's when the VisionPath process will be the most successful. So if you are not into those two categories, then VisionPath will be a great process for you. Okay, I have here in the sales space, is VisionPath a daunting project? Not the way we teach it, because I teach it step by step. Like you just do the workbook, or you talk with your bot, and we have like fun challenges. And it's, people don't even realize how the vision comes together, because it's just a process. The modules drop every week. You don't have like an overwhelming thing to review. So it's actually fun, because we play, we do experiments. What if? We have some lightheartedness, and also the community and the mentorship and the coaching from me and the community, that they're all going through the same process. They make this fun rather than daunting. Like if you're on your own and you're trying to make decisions and about the life, about things you want to give up or not give up or decide, or risks, it can be overwhelming, but not in the VisionPath community, because you have such a system of support. Also, the people who say, "Oh, I'm going to do this on my own," as you probably have experienced this, we don't do the important because we're so focused on the urgent, and that's all of us. And And it's hard because we say we're going to do it on our own, but not really. We'll call maybe our parents or our friends or our colleagues to ask for opinions, or they will impose their opinions on us. And as well-meaning as they are, if they don't have what we're going for, like let's say you want to become an entrepreneur, if they're not successful entrepreneurs, if you want to become, I don't know, have a wonderful relationship, if they don't have a wonderful relationship, then they will project their own fears, insecurities, limiting beliefs onto you. So being very conscious about the mentorship and the environment and the people is very important. All right. Now, before I go in a moment in pricing and all of that, and then we'll talk the bonuses, there is this year a VisionPath VIP experience. And what is VisionPath VIP? You get all of VisionPath, the 6-week program, plus you get New Year, New Frontier, which we're giving away one today in Athens, Greece, not Athens, Georgia, Athens, Greece, in January, 8th to 10th of January, this January, which is, we start 1st of November to middle of December with a vision path. You get the clarity on the vision, and then you come to Greece in January and we do the action plan. And the way we do, you leave Greece with an action plan for the first quarter. You'll have a project in all these areas, the priorities, and also it's a wonderful experience. Like it's not just project planning. We do somatic work. Last year we did breath work and sound healing and movement and meditations. And it's a process. I don't want to spoil it too much. But actually, since I'm talking about New Year, New Frontier, and one of you will walk away from this meeting with New Year, New Frontier, let me show you the highlights video of New Year, New Frontier last year. So you get an idea of what's in New Year, New Frontier. And you can decide whether you want to upgrade to VisionPath VIP, whether it's something you want to do. By the way, it's a VIP, it's an upgrade. VisionPath in itself, it's wonderful. It's a complete system to connect to your vision. If you want to turn your vision into an action plan, you upgrade to VIP and you get New Year, New Frontier. Let me play the New Year, New Frontier. So you get an idea, and the person who will win it start getting excited. We build the excitement for the giveaway. This is a video about New Year, New Frontier 2025 in January. I just love watching this video. It was an incredible experience. I don't know, like the testimonials in the end, it's what people were talking in our private community as they were going home. We stirred the particles. That's my favorite. And people were saying, I never felt this level of clarity. Those people in New Year, New Frontier, they meet in person. they just created such a strong community. So the VIP experience, let me share this with you. You get, oh no, I'm giving away everything. The wheel, the magic wheel. You get the VisionPath program, you get New Year, New Frontier, and also you get priority access, which is a booking window before the public launch, and $1,000 discount of my coming home to myself retreat in June. This is completely optional. This is a retreat I'm going to do. I did now in September. It's called Coming Home to Myself. So if you upgrade to VIP, and when you see how much is this, like you'll see what an irresistible offer that is. You get VisionPath, you get New Year, New Frontier, and you get a $1,000 discount for Coming Home to Myself. So you pay $1,000 more to upgrade to a VIP, and you get $3,000 more in value, because New Year, New Frontier, if you buy it alone, is $2,000. And obviously you get a $1,000 discount in Coming Home, which even if you don't use it, you still, if you buy VisionPath and VIP, the two of those, you pay $1,997, which is the price of just the New Year, New Frontier workshop. And that's only available this 4-day window. Let me know if you have any questions in this. But since we're here and we're talking about the Coming Home retreat, this is a different, like, you will have as a VIP an exclusive window. It's only 8 seats. It's a villa. It has very little rooms. Like, the rooms are 5, and either you have a couple or you share a room, or maybe there'll be some tickets for commuting. It's very intimate. I did it now in September. It was such an intimate group. We have yoga. My yoga teacher was there. We had a private chef cooking for us, organic meals, and coaching, obviously, and nature. It was regulating the nervous system. And it's a different experience because it's so intimate. And that's around decluttering. It's around going deeper, releasing mental decluttering, emotional decluttering. This is more, there's no structure in the retreat. There's structure in the workshop in New Year, New Frontier. There's structure in VisionPath, but also there's coaching and everything. Like, you ask your questions. It was more a more all-inclusive, intimate, and flowing experience, the retreat. Let me see if I have a comment. Looks wonderful. Oh, yes, I think you're talking about New Year, New Frontier, which was wonderful. And let me show, I didn't have the time because I did the retreat and then we went into Blueprint to create like a highlight video for the retreat. I have like a 9 seconds ones that I'm just going to play 9 seconds from the retreat to give you an idea. That was it. That's what I have from the retreat. Yes, after this, I'm gonna ask my team. I'll send them all the photos and the videos from the retreat, like, because it was so intimate. I didn't have a cameraman. Nobody was using their phones. We were so present in the moment. So that's Coming Home in June. And in VIP, you get $1,000 discount for that as well. If you want to come, you can just come to New Year, New Frontier. It still is an amazing deal. Okay, I think it's time to move on to pricing. If I can find my page. That's the VIP. We played the video. All right, let's see VisionPath. You get the 6 VisionPath modules, 12 group coaching sessions, 6 visionary community calls, the AI bots, the vision workbooks, your digital vision boards, lifetime access, online community, and Vision Sparks. That's VisionPath, which is 12 installments of $97, or you can pay in full and save. And then you have VisionPath VIP. You get all of that, plus New Year, New Frontier. That includes, by the way, the workshop, the materials, the meeting room. New Year, New Frontier, just to be clear, does not include your travel or your accommodation. I have negotiated a good rate for the accommodation in the hotel, but by upgrading to VIP, you get the 3-day workshop. It doesn't include even the meals. People just go and maybe they explore the city during the lunch break. It's not like a booked lunch break because we're having the workshop and I wanted people to be free. So New Year, New Frontier includes the tuition of the 3 days and the materials of the 3 days. It doesn't include, it's not a retreat, it's a workshop. The retreat, it's sold separately, the coming home to myself retreat. With VIP, you get $1,000 discount and exclusive booking window. The retreat, if you were to buy the retreat, which we haven't opened the doors yet, that's an all-inclusive experience because it has the villa, the private chef, etc. And it's priced higher than New Year, New Frontier. Also because it has only very limited spots. So for VisionPath VIP, it's $1,997. So you get VisionPath, you get the $2,000 New Year, New Frontier, and plus $1,000 discount in the coming home to myself retreat. So you pay, you needed to pay $4,000 for this. You only pay, no, $2,000, yes. All right, any questions before I talked about the guarantee? Any questions about the VIP, the VisionPath, what's included? All right, let me talk about the guarantee. So I've decided, because I want people to be happy with my work, and that's why you see all these good testimonials. We have a 365-day VisionPath guarantee for VisionPath, for the online program. Okay, I can see the chart very well, says Joanna. It's this page. Let me. If you're on your phone, I am assuming. For everyone, theleaderpath.com/visionpath. This is the page. I don't have any slides. I'm just reading through the page of VisionPath. You have all this information, and that's the place to go to buy it as well. So yes, it will be in all your emails this 4 days, but that's what I'm presenting now. How many months? 12 months. This is 12 installments of 97, or you can pay 997 paying full, so to save. But that's the idea. It's 12 installments of 97, and you obviously have lifetime access to VisionPath. All right, so 365 days of VisionPath guarantee. That means that if you come into VisionPath and you do the work, you do the workbooks or your AI chats with the bots, you participate in the challenges, you submit questions for me to support you, and you don't see that you're more in tune with your navigational system, you don't get clearer, you send us the proof that you've done the work, you've done the process, and it didn't work for you, we'll refund you. That's the 365 conditional guarantee. You have plenty of time to do the work, start implementing it. Most people in a year already have started enjoying their life a lot more. This is a hugely generous guarantee. And the reason I'm having is just because I've seen how the program works and the result it has. So this is our guarantee. That said, for VIP, New Year, New Frontier, because I have so many expenses. As you see, I have guest facilitators, experiences, the room, all those things. If you get VIP, the guarantee covers the VisionPath. New Year, New Frontier is non-refundable. So to get upgraded in VIP if you really want to come in January. It's transferable though. If something happens, you can find someone else to take your place. I allow if it's transferable because I know life happens, but it's not a refundable. New Year, New Frontier is not refundable. Okay. So for those of you, you can ask me whatever questions you have. We have oversee for those 4 days. She's a VisionPath alumni. If you really want to talk with an alumni and you have questions about her experience, in the page, you can book a call with her. The only thing I ask you is if you book the call, show up to the call. If you want to talk to someone who's not me and you want to talk with an alumni, or she's there, she's giving her time, she's booked her calendar for those 4 days until Thursday that we close the card. to really talk to you about the program from someone who's not me, that I'm actually the coach in the program, for someone who I didn't know or see. I think she did an ad, she went to Blueprint, then she did VisionPath in 2024. She's done it again in 2025. And now she was telling me, I can't wait to do it again. I was like, second time in this year, because this year I decided to run it twice. The previous 2 years, I just run it once a year. I never know. It depends how I feel. All right, let's see. That's my bio. I'm not going to tire you. But this is important. The fast acting bonus is important. This is for today because I like rewarding, people who take fast action. And also, I've never offered this before for VisionPath as a fast acting bonus. It's called Vision Aligned Message Review. What happens is after you connect to your vision, you will feel the need to either bring other people along and list other people to your vision. For some of you, might be a new job, so you will need a good LinkedIn profile or a CV or a cover letter. For others, you will be your business. You need a webpage or maybe a pitch deck or a presentation. For others, so many people get creative expression and they start writing articles. I have one of my VisionPath clients. He came to the retreat and he's writing some wonderful fiction about AI and humanity. And he said, can you please have a read of this and give me your feedback? And actually that's what gave me the idea. So whether it's your LinkedIn profile or like an article you want to write or social media post, or it's your presentation or your offer, if you're an entrepreneur, or your sales page or your pitch deck, there'll be some type of message after you connect to your vision that you will want to put out in the world to enlist other people. So I thought that would be a nice bonus. So I'll give you a year if you enlist today, by the way. That bonus disappears midnight. It's just for today because I obviously have limited capacity to do that. This is one-to-one support. Someone asked, do I give you one-to-one support? If you enroll today, you will get a personalized video where I will make sure for two things. One, that coach you so that your message is true and authentic, because we want it to be vision aligned. Does it represent your vision? Does it let your vision shine through? And the second is, does it have the impact? Does it actually have the result you want it to have? Does it enlist other people on your vision, whether it's to give you the job, to give you, to buy your thing, fund you, whatever. I love writing. I'm a writer. I used to be a marketer before I became a coach at Google. I had more than 3 million impressions on LinkedIn. So I kind of love it. I was like, that would be fun. You can use it however you want. Like if you want me to review your dating profile, I'll review your dating profile and you get a personalized video of how we can increase the impact and make it more vision aligned. So that's a fast acting bonus if you enroll tonight. And that disappears to protect my limited capacity. There is a second fast acting bonus, which is for if you enroll by tomorrow. I just want to make it fun because usually people wait until Thursday midnight and we're like there, all the people enrolling last minute. So the fast acting bonus for tomorrow, that's the Vision Aligned Message Review, only for those who enroll on October 13th, today. And the fast acting bonus number 2 is the Money Mindset Masterclass. This is already recorded. It's 44 minutes of me teaching. And I walk through the 11 money blocks, the most common 11 money blocks that I've seen people have, and how to overcome it. That's why I'm offering this as a bonus, because again, I want you, once you connect with your vision, to be well-resourced. And if you have money blocks and limiting beliefs around money, that can be a challenge because you need to start releasing in order to execute your vision, in order to make the moves that sometimes you want to make bold moves. Not necessarily. We have many people in vision, but that they just improve their life without making huge, bold moves. But in any case, abundance is great. So if you book today, you get the Vision Aligned Message Review. It's usually, I've never offered it for VisionPath, this bonus, but I've offered it for a program of my mentor. We collaborated and I offered this. and I loved it. And I would do a 15-minute personalized video walking through the message, suggesting improvements. That's what you get with Vision Alignment Message. With the Money Mindset Masterclass, you just go get into your portal. You'll find it there in your bonus section. And it's a bonus. Right. But that's not all. These are the fast acting bonus. You have more bonuses. All right. Are you ready for the more bonuses? Because they're fun. The vision. Where is it? Oh, wow. A deck of vision alignment date night prompts, which is it here? Yes, I have it here actually. Let me showcase this. This is, you probably, if you did Blueprint, you're familiar with this. This is to help you and your significant other get aligned on your vision. So as you're going through this journey, you can go on dates and just pull a prompt. What resentment do we still hold against each other? Why do I keep pulling this prompt? I wonder, like, why? Okay, this one about legacy. It's just beautiful. Vision prompts that everybody who enrolls on VisionPath gets a copy of this cards in your home. If you prefer, you can use it as a solo journaling tool as well. Like, there's nothing. I've designed it in order to solve a problem that many of my clients had, that I'm now reconnecting to my vision, but I need to bring my partner along, because if you have a life partner, it's hard, like you can't say make big decisions. They need to be on board. That's my solution for this. Let's do this in a fun, romantic way. So this is one of the bonus. Everybody gets that. Then the 21-day self-love challenge, and actually my recommendation, because you'll obviously, if you want to enroll, you'll enroll this week, and we have a couple of weeks until the 1st of November. Is this, you get access immediately to 21-day self-love challenge. It's 21 days, it's a 5-minute audio per day and a practice. So it's very snappy. 5-minute audio from me and a practice to do during the day. And this is wonderful preparation for VisionPath, because it will help you regulate your nervous system, boost your oxytocin, get out of fight or flight, because that will be wonderful groundwork for vision work. So that's included. You can do it now. I have in the last cohort, someone started the self-love challenge after VisionPath, and they sent us in the community that they loved it. And I think that's a final bonus. You get also my course, Parent Path. This is, again, a 3-week audio course, but this is like longer lessons. It's a daily lessons for 3 weeks. And these are science-backed strategies of how can you be an excellent parent. Like, I know the people in my world, they don't want to compromise on this. You don't want to compromise on your parenting. Yes, most of people want to have a career. They want to follow their dreams. They want to be creative, but they don't want to do it at the expense of their kids' well-being. And they want to have both. So this is my course for those of you who are thinking, I want to connect to my vision. I want to follow my dreams, but I want to make sure my kids are happy. My kids are well taken care of. So this is my Parent Path course. You get it as a bonus, and it's all the strategies. And the first week is around balancing career and parenting. And then the second and the third week is a lot about parenting. How do you strengthen the kids' self-esteem? How do you improve the relationships among that? Like, all the science and the research around parenting when you also are a high achiever. How do you include your kids into your work, etc. So this is the Parent Path bonus as well. Okay, more testimonials. All right, and I have a lot of FAQs, but I prefer to answer your questions. What I can do now is actually, would you like to see? Actually, I wanted to do a demo, but I'm thinking I can. I filmed, like, over the weekend, a demo of the app, because we have one app that we can access everything. So let me Play that because I love it. Like the app was not that good, and they did an upgrade now in October. So now the new cohort, we have everything in the app. Should I? Do you want to see the app, or you want me to do the desktop demo of the platform? Let me know what you want to see. We'll do a demo, and then I'll answer any question and move on to the giveaway. Let me actually, rather than play a video that's less interactive, I think I'll just share my screen. So, all right, let's go here. So this is the community, and we have the feed here. I'm trying to be very mindful of people's privacy. This is my post. So you have a feed here, and you also, is this better? Will you see it even worse? You have 3 channels. One is the visionary chat. The other is sharing wins and aha moments. And the third one is Ask Katerina. So you can submit the questions for me there, and I answer them either in the community, those 6 weeks that the program is live, or in the coaching calls. Then we have the challenges. Do this. So every week we also have a fun challenge. Sometimes I do giveaways for the channel challenge. This week is Get Ready Challenge, which set you up, introduce yourself. But we have a challenge depending on the theme of the week, a challenge to let go of fear and ego, or a challenge to connect with the joy. And this is like an actionable thing, something you do that week. But my favorite part is the calls. Look at this. And you have all of this in your app as well, right? So here you see we've already booked all the calls for the upcoming cohort. And you can come here and say you're going. You can RSVP. And what's super cool, you can add it to your calendar. And look at this, like we have the first coaching call, the second coaching call, right? You can choose, like you're not going to join both of them. Some people do, by the way. When I was doing bonus calls, I love it so much. You're welcome. But you can choose. It's not obligatory. This is a buffet. It's not. You don't have to do everything that's on offer. This is like a 5-star hotel, and you just choose the experiences that most fit you and your learning style and your needs and your lifestyle. But let's say I want to do the early call. I add this to my calendar, and I RSVP on that one, and then you can see all the calls here. But let's say you can attend the call live. What happens is you can see here the recordings on the top immediately. That's the platform. After we complete the call, you will find the recordings. I don't need to manually upload the recordings. You don't need to wait for someone to manually upload the recordings. All of the recordings are here. And you can see the old recordings as well. But the old recordings, not all of them, but we have trying to edit them and put them in a VisionSparks vault. And this is the VisionSparks vault. And you can just choose. Let me actually make this bigger. Can I make it bigger? What if I were unstoppable? 2 ways to let go of fear instantly. Forgiveness isn't about them, it's about your freedom. Breaking the family pattern of playing it safe. How do I balance action and receiving? How do I know I'm going on the right direction? 0 savings, big dreams. How do I move forward without pressure? You see here questions people asked me in the past, and you can just get into the conversation. This is like 3, 4, 5 minute. These are the VisionSparks vault, which is pretty cool. This is an innovation we did. Try to leverage all these hours of coaching calls I used to have. Here's the podcast. And also, now you just have the first lesson. By the way, I do every time before the new cohort, I publish everything because I don't want you to get overwhelmed. Like I drip it. Like now you just have how to make the most of VisionPath. 1st of November, the first module will drop in the podcast. And the course. And here's the course. Here are the bonuses. By the way, You will get lifetime. I didn't add this in the bonuses. You get lifetime access to Live Vision Blueprint. Middle this week, Live Vision Blueprint will leave YouTube, will leave whatever it was streamed, and only the people within VisionPath will keep the access to Live Vision Blueprint. It's one of the bonuses. Self-love challenge, and then parent path, and then some other bonuses. Do you remember how to prevent and recover from burnout, how to eliminate imposter syndrome for good? This is interviews I've done with experts. All right. All right. Do you have any questions? Um, I'm just checking if we're ready for the giveaway. Do you have any questions? And write them down. As you're writing them down, I think it's time. I think it's time to do the giveaway. I was wondering, what tech do you use to stream like this? I use the StreamYard, the software it's called. All right. So let's do this. Are you ready? These are the people who submitted their workbook for training number 3. And then I went and saw if they also submitted training 2 and training number 1. I added their names because I said, for every training you get 1 entry. These are the people who stick to the end, who finished what they started, and no problem. Like, sometimes life gets busy. Just I wanted to reward them, and one of those people will leave with a $2,000 workshop plus $300 credit to use against this workshop. By the way, don't tell me I'm not coming to the workshop. Can I have my $300 to go to the beach? No. The $300 credit is for you to come to New Year, New Frontier and have the transformation that's happening to New Year, New Frontier. It's not transferable. This one, the giveaway, it's not. I'm just sharing the terms and conditions here. And once the person who wins will need to email us at support@theleaderpath.com and claim their prize. Okay. All right. I see your questions. Keep them coming. I'll do the giveaway and I'll answer them, Lily. There's no issue if you missed live calls. I have people who never joined the live calls and still found it transformational. I had people who only watched replays. And as you saw, you don't need, like, the replays are posted immediately. And by the way, some people don't need the coaching. They do their lessons, or you can talk with your bot and get the clarity in the workbook. Like, it's a buffet. You don't have to use all of it. It's just the live calls is whether you want coaching from me or you want to connect with the community. Some people watch the replay. There's no issue at all. There's no pressure here. This is to support you as you're connecting to your vision. All right. I've been delaying this. I don't know. I'm getting nervous. Who will walk away with a ticket to New Year, New Frontier, 8th to 10th of January? All those brave people who did their vision workbook for Live Vision Blueprint. Okay, I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Should I press? Should I spit? Click to spin. Give me a yes. Let's create some drum rolls. Are you ready to announce the winner? All right, let's do this. Tanya, congratulations. Are you here? Holding thumbs. Oh, I don't know if Tanya is live. And by the way, in the last blueprint, the person who won never found out they won. They never claimed their prize. So I'm hoping this doesn't happen to Tanya. because you need to um, you need to email support@lilybell.com and claim your gift. But Tanya was very active, so even if I'm hoping she watches the replay. If she's not here now, she submitted, I think, all 3 trainings. Congratulations. And I think she won something else along the way. So Tanya is very lucky in this blueprint. I think she won the cards as well. So Tanya, see you in January in New Year, New Frontier. Congratulations. All right. Any other questions for VisionPath or VisionPath VIP that you'd like me to answer? No issue if you missed live calls. I give you some time to type your question. I can play you actually on story from Ellie, which I haven't played before. Ellie is one of those people who left corporate, and then she had so much freedom that she felt a little bit lost. I don't think we had a story like that before. So I'll play Ellie's testimonial to give you a chance to put on any questions. It's just a few seconds, and then I'll answer all the final questions.
A year ago, I seemingly had it all: a nice house, trips, 3 beautiful kids, a dream job at a startup, except I couldn't enjoy any of it. And I was feeling at the verge of burnout. I was feeling overwhelmed the whole time. And at some point, I got too much and I realized it shouldn't continue. And I quit my job. But then I found myself with a lot of freedom that I didn't know what to do with. And that is when I took the VisionPath course. I realized that it doesn't matter so much what you do, but why you do it. You can do one thing out of love and joy, and it's great, fine, perfect. And you can do that one same thing, but out of fear and ego, and then that's not serving you. Now, I'm taking some time to stay with my kids and build the relationship that I want for us for the long term, and also to heal myself physically and mentally. The vision is not something one-off that you do and it's over with. It's rather a process, and there's no hurry, and there is space to test and learn and evolve and see what works for you.
Awesome. I like the story about reconnecting. Like Ellie came to New Frontier in January, like almost 2 years after she had done the VisionPath. Like vision is a process, and by joining VisionPath, you have this community, which is lifetime access as long as I'm running the program. Someone asked, how do you claim your gifts? Email support@thelilybell.com to claim your gift. All right. This has been a journey, especially the people who have been together in Life Vision Blueprint. I loved this community, the Life Vision Blueprint community. We went so deep, I think deeper than I've went through with any other Life Vision Blueprint. I was ready, you were ready. We did a lot of work, and for those of you who our paths separate here, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for trusting me with your time and energy. And I wish you the best of luck. For those of you who want to continue the journey, I'll see you inside VisionPath or VisionPath VIP if you want to come in person in Greece and do all those fun stuff. And for those of you who our paths stop here, we might connect in the future. Who knows? Or we may not. This has been an incredible experience. Thank you for all your energy, everything you shared, your interactions. And for those of you who will join me on VisionPath to continue this journey, to go deeper, to uncover more layers, to let go of the attachments and transcend our fear, transcend our ego, connect with our joy, our purpose, our intuition, design fun experiments, take inspired action, and then design our life intentionally. What do I want from my love life? What do I want from my health? What do I want from work? What do I want from play? Because so many of us don't have enough play. So I can't wait. Really, I was thinking, I'm really looking forward to start coaching and see you face to face and actually do the coaching wherever there's the sticky points and we can remove them together. Let's see. Is what you deliver for us this week what you deliver in a corporation? So let me put the question. In the corporation, it was a fraction. You guys got more because I only had 2 hours. So I did what I did in Life Vision Blueprint 1 and what I did in Life Vision Blueprint 3. I condensed it into 2 hours. I still did the similar workbook, but it was mostly the first hour is where are we now, which was Blueprint 1, like the quiz and my vision matrix. And the second hour, what I delivered in the corporation was the blueprint, the 3 steps, free, flow, and form. I unfortunately did Blueprint 2, which I did with you, which was all the limiting beliefs. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have what it takes. And like, I wish I had more time, but usually the corporations, they usually give me 2 hours. If they give me a full day, I would do the whole blueprint. But yes, thank you for asking. Any other questions before I drove off? Let me just remind you the deadlines. Today is the vision aligned message review. You get personalized feedback on any piece of writing, messaging you will want. And you have a year to submit it because I know you're working on your vision. You might think, I don't have any message, but trust me, once you start getting clarity on your vision, you will have a message, whatever that is, that you will need to bring people along. By the way, tomorrow I'm interviewing another alumni. I will send you the video once I publish it on YouTube. She was like for 9 months connecting to the vision. And now she has like a restaurant. After a 30-year career as an English teacher, she launched her restaurant. And obviously when she decided, and she was struggling, like she was saying, oh, but her vision was telling you need to rest, you need to rest, you need to rest. And I was like, that's what your vision is telling you. Trust it. And now she sent me a message. I have a restaurant now. I launched the restaurant. I couldn't have done it without you. And I'm like, you're coming for an interview because I want people to hear that story and how, the resistance you had because the vision said rest. And once you rest, the vision will come. And obviously the idea came and she needed a message. She needs to have a website for the restaurant. She needs to advertise. That's when you need the vision aligned review. Tomorrow we have the fast acting bonus, the money mindset masterclass. And on Thursday, the doors will close. The people will come in, they will welcome, they get ready, they maybe do self-love challenge. I take holiday to recharge for the closing the Life Vision Blueprint, take holiday to recharge and come 1st of November, ready to rock and roll with the new VisionPath members. All right. I don't see any other questions. So thank you for this wonderful experience. If you have more questions, just email me. You can WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp is on the sales page. Or you can book a call with Orsi, talk with an alumni. Maybe you want to talk like an alumni, not with me. There's still a lot of avenues, those 3 days left almost for you to get some support to make the right decision, by the way, right? This is not about if it's not the right fit. If you tell me and I think it's not the right fit, I'm going to tell you. I want people who are happy to come in and people who will benefit. And you can see that from all the stories we have shared. All right. And talking about the stories, I'll close it with this, how we close it on Friday with all the stories mashup. And then I'll say goodbye. Take care, visionaries. And I hope to see you soon.
A year ago, I seemingly had it all. A nice house, trips, 3 beautiful kids, a dream job at a startup, except I couldn't enjoy any of it, and I was feeling at the verge of burnout.
That if the destination was clear, the way I was living day to day was not really aligned. I was running to work, coming back home, preparing dinner, driving the kids around, doing the laundry, and then after kids in bed, going back to work.
I had just quit the job that I had done for the last 12 years. I knew I needed to change, but what to do next? I could easily tell what I didn't want to do, but I had no idea of what I wanted.
I was a vision skeptic. When I joined VisionPath, it was really the last roll of the dice for me. I was ready to close down my business and go back to my old professional career. The reason for that was because I hadn't been quite able to break through to what I wanted.
I don't want to be a weekend father only. There isn't any other time that I can be together with them, maybe forever in our lives, right?
I started running and I trained too much and it ended up in an accident. I had to redefine everything I knew about myself, everything I knew about life, everything I knew about work. and everything I thought was true.
The question that comes to your mind is that, am I going to be successful? Help me rephrase that. Right now, what I'm asking more is, am I enjoying what I'm doing right now?
You create from overflow, you don't create from lack. And this shift in mindset, I started to believe that the life I want to live is already there.
2 years ago, I walked away from my corporate job after burning out completely. Shortly after, I took the VisionPath course with Katerina, and that was when everything changed. Fast forward to today, I'm living my dream. I'm making my living entirely from YouTube with an amazing community of 444K subscribers.
I could not have imagined that just after 3 months, I would have created the same amount of wealth for myself that I created in a year at BCG.
I realized that it doesn't matter so much what you do, but why you do it. You can do one thing out of love and joy, and it's great, fine, perfect. And you can do that one same thing, but out of fear and ego, and then that's not serving you.
I remember in my vision board, I put advising because I realized that I like to suggest things, give my opinion, and then suddenly I was talking to a friend in the beach, and then he told me, oh, I have this client that I would like to advise on this subject that you know about. And then I started advising this company.
As I was digging deeper into this journey, a remarkable shift occurred. The fog that clouded my mind and purpose just began to lift, revealing a crystal clear vision. Suddenly, I wasn't just surviving and living, I was thriving. I had intention, I had purpose.
So in the end, yes, I didn't make any drastic changes, but many things in my life did change a lot.
On the 3rd of May, 2024, I visited an apartment for the first time. This is the apartment I am at right now. I ended up buying that apartment.
When I created my vision board and I actually took a step back and looked at it, I was like, actually, most of what my vision is, I'm already living it. And I have been living it all along. I just couldn't see it.
Today, I'm so grateful to Katerina for the life that I enjoy today. I am able to make 6 figures from just working a few hours a day from home, doing work I love, doing things that I really excel at.
Set my vision in June, and in September, I was on the ground in Spain, living and working by the beach, living our best balcony life. And I know that that would not have been possible had I not set a clear vision.
Thank you, VisionPath.
The screens today.